start with my brother. He just is sophomore year in college, and I remember he came home and he says, a bunch of my buddies and I, we're going to go into service. So I don't know where the rest of them went, but Gaynor elected to go into the Navy to be a pilot. So this is in '53. Now, he went to Pensacola, Florida. He trained there for approximately a year and a half. He received his wings, and also he became an ensign in the Navy then. And then so in about October, he transferred to San Antonio, Texas to become a jet pilot. And I remember that Christmas he came home and he says, "Oh, I'm sure glad to get out of Pensacola, Florida." He says, "You fly in them propellers in front of you, and if they ever stop, you go into immediate sweat," he says. So he really enjoyed getting into jets. So he's in San Antonio, Texas, clear up until 54 in February. He graduated from flying jets, and his first assignment was in Alameda, California, in VF-91. Now the V stands for aviation, F is a fighter. So he was a fighter pilot in F-9, F-8 Navy planes. That was their top-of-the-line fighter at that time. Myself, he talked me into going in the Navy, so Jerry Prawley and I went in the Navy in January of '54. I gotta say this because it'll relate back to what Gaynor is doing. We took our training in San Diego, then we got out of San Diego. Jerry Prawley, he was assigned to the carrier Kearsarge. I was assigned to a squadron in Moffett Naval Station in California. Brother Gaynor was in Alameda, California, which is just 40 miles from us. So while I was in Moffett, Gaynor came down. He says, "Say, you want to get in jets?" I was in a propeller-driven squadron. I said, "Yeah, I'd sort of get jets." 1 week later, I was up there in squadron VF-93. He was in VF-91. We had the same planes. We was in the same hangar. Whatever they did, our squadron did. So I kind of relate to what Gaynor was going through here. That's when they started their training. They had 3 things they wanted to do, the pilots. They wanted to learn to dogfight. So they did a lot of that out of the ocean from Alameda and also up in the mountains. Another thing they did was gunnery. And then the third thing was to land on a carrier. So when they were doing gunnery, we were practicing to land on carriers. Well, the first time Gaynor got to land on a carrier was west of LA. They had a carrier painted on a concrete runway. This is in China Lake. Now that was just a little poked up place in west of San Diego. We went down there just like they did for 10 days, and the pilots practice landing on this little painted carrier on the concrete. Then they'd go to gunnery, and of course it was always dogfighting. They were flying every day. And we did this clear up through October, then things got serious. You got to land on a true carrier. Well, remember I just said Jerry Prawley's on the Kearsarge? Well, that's where Gaynor went to learn how to land on an aircraft carrier with the Kearsarge. Our squadron, we went to land on the Ticonderoga. We practiced on our Ticonderoga there. 91 was on the Kearsarge. The Kearsarge was working out of San Diego, and this is in October, about October 15th. If you're familiar with TV World War II pictures, when you land on a carrier, you've got a signal officer sitting there on the fantail on the port side, and he's got a flag in each hand. And when the plane comes in, he's going to tell you if you're too high, too low, or right in the groove, or if your wing's too high. So you got this signal officer guiding you in. Well, you have one other thing going that you got to watch: your airspeed. So Gaynor had two things he really had to concentrate on. Watching that signal officer and watching his airspeed. Now, if you came in a little too fast, the signal officer would tell you when to shut the engine off. You're going too fast, you're going to miss all four hooks, or four wires are going across the carrier. So it's very critical to come in at the right speed. Now, in Gaynor's case, he was coming in landing, and he was a little too slow. His speed was too slow. And he's flying an aircraft that weighs 30,000 pounds. And if you get going too slow, you lose your lift, and that plane drops. And in Gaynor's case, he was too slow, and he had only two options. He's going to crash in the carrier or dive it into the water. He dove it into the water. Now, to give him a little credit, we had the same problem in the Tycon Road. We had a plane come in, and only 3/4 of the plane made it on the carrier. We also had a lot of planes. Of course, the pilots want to come in a little fast. They want to go slow, and they miss the wires. And it hit this big nylon barrier and tear the plane up a little bit, but a couple of days we'd have it fixed. So it was just kind of a common occurrence. It seemed like every squadron was going to lose a new pilot. And that was our case in Gaynor's case. This is in October, I think, 15 of 1955. Have you got any questions on that? I just kind of went through it pretty fast, I know. Thank you.